launch.
Hello, hello, hello. It's me.
Hi, everyone.
Guy who's been here the whole time.
Yes. Oh, totally. Or he was catching me up on some puppy drama.
Yes.
Oh. Riley.
Yep.
Yep.
Habits.
Give me 1 second, chat. We will soon be reignited.
It's reflamed, reforged.
Now recording.
Refired. I knew it was something.
Alright. Oh, you just
Reunited.
finished last week's stream. Great.
Ouch! Ouch!
Whoa, Dylan.
Yes, a Dylan.
Hey, Enthuse. Nicole. MP.
Hello,
Steven Universe.
everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight.
Indeed.
Hope you're all having a
And
wonderful
hello,
day.
Mason.
Hi,
Good
Enthuse. Good to see you.
Greetings and bienvenue.
Welcome. But yes, we are going right into the trial. I think I gave testimony as Iris, but we have to press it all if I
Yes.
recollect me.
And that actually works out nicely. We'll get a reminder of everything that happened last
Yeah.
week.
I mean, because
The biggest note I have is Iris is a bitch, and I don't want her
Yeah,
to get away
unhappy with
scot-free.
Let's see how this goes. I gotta say, guys, my expectations are pretty damn high. All right.
Roland, Mr. Wright. Please proceed with your cross-examination.
Damn, right into it.
Right into it.
I think this is my best judge voice because my voice is totally damaged and still recovering.
Oh,
But it works really well with the gravel.
Mars committed to the judge bit, guys. She did.
Here's a little life advice for you guys. Don't scream in frustration after your car breaks down. You may feel frustrated, but get it out in other ways that aren't screaming your voice hoarse.
Instead,
Not recommended.
But
press
wait,
the horn.
Mars,
Have it
you are the voice and throat person. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that?
I should know that, but in a moment of weakness and emotional turmoil, I just lost control and forgot my training. I am ashamed.
A moment of weakness, I screamed. Put it in the back.
Yes, in a moment of weakness, I screamed. Stupid car.
I mean, we're just pressing everything. I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happening in the garden. Oh god, I'm Phoenix. Shit.
You think you'd be used to this by now.
Never used to it. It's always a surprise. It's always a Phoenix jump scare. Especially after the Dylan show sort of like wiped my memory of it. I had almost 3 entire games and then we just had so long with the thing. Alright.
Very true.
Hold it! Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that, point, on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Oh yeah! Objection. Dishina. Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today.
Huh?
That's a terrible argument. Jesus Christ.
That's
gonna
a really flimsy
You
argument.
can't believe my witness from day to day.
If you are a witness in
Don't
court
trust what they said yesterday,
one
but
day.
trust what they say today.
The second anything you say in court as a witness is like, it holds, right, Dylan?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by it holds, but
Well, it's not
if
hearsay
they lie
anymore.
once, if they lie even once, you can have the judge explain to the jury, straight up, something called falsus in uno. Long story short, the judge literally explains to the jury, if you think that they lied even one time, you are allowed to assume they were lying every time. And however much of their testimony you want to completely ignore, totally up to you.
That's wild.
Yeah?
So,
Makes
do
sense,
that
though.
for Iris. Yeah. Judge, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
She's a liar, liar, pants on
That
fire,
was
Judge. You
past
can't trust
Iris.
anything she says.
This is present Iris. We can't hold present Iris accountable for past Iris's testimony.
The old Iris can't come to the phone. Why? Because she's dead.
She doesn't exist anymore. And by the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
It was in the Inner Temple's training hall.
Wait, no, she literally said it in, like, a deposition. Like, I have the fucking deposition that she was, like, in her room the whole fucking time. Like, I have that statement.
Well, it's not just a deposition just because it's written down.
No, but
also,
well, I mean,
hold on. Phoenix, you're testifying right now. Not allowed.
Yeah.
Sorry, King. A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony. You're goddamn right.
Can you say it in his voice, though, please?
In his voice, though, too, please.
Oh, God.
All right.
You're just more gumshoe with every passing line.
That's just me.
That really did slip in the
Between the two of
gumshoe.
you does not constitute testimony.
I fucking crumpled up the deposition last... What?
Hey, Zella. Feel free to lurk.
Yes.
Ah! Phoenix,
We love
you
our
fucking
lurkers
idiot!
here.
Phoenix!
No, remember he crumpled it up and threw it
Yes,
away.
I'm being told this! Phoenix, you fucking idiot! Phoenix!
He basically
Wait,
said, well,
hold on.
guess I don't need this anymore. Pew!
Telling
It
me
should
you
still
fucking
be in
slept?
my pocket! I'm pretty sure I
You
crumpled it in
fucking
my
slept
pocket.
in a hospital bed for the majority of the first part of this arc, and then you just throw away that paper. You
Yeah,
are
I just
crumpled
throw away
stilt skin.
evidence.
He threw away the paper
I blew
that
my nose
Edgeworth
with it.
got for him, too.
I blew my nose with it. And then I
It's
threw it
okay.
away.
Future Ori
The
will hear that pun,
audacity.
and she will like it.
Oh no. I mean, I guess I most definitely will.
Oh, fuck yeah! Look at this! Lawyer brain
Yeah.
right now. That would be properly described as, yes, eh?
I had a deposition. It's here with all these tissues and
Hold on.
CVS
Ori.
receipts.
Mr.
Define
Wright, please.
hearsay.
An out-of-court statement taken for the truth of the matter asserted.
Correct!
Ding, ding, ding.
I thought a deposition is special, though.
It is special. But you can't just simply have a statement that's written and use that as a
No,
deposition.
it's like signed and notarized or something. Like it's special.
Effectively, yeah.
But
When
I'm
I
saying,
say special, though, it's a little. Let's not get into that.
okay, all I'm saying is that the game specifically labeled it as a deposition, so I'm taking that as face value as saying it's the full, like, it was like a full-on notarized and signed deposition, you know?
You still probably couldn't necessarily use it just by itself. She'd have to be subject to cross-examination, or you got confrontation clause issues. But she was in court, although not for that singular sentence. It's really
So
it's
This
a
is
whole
also the
So-
video game version of a deposition, not like a real deposition.
True.
But they're talking about hearsay. That they're calling it a deposition. It's a deposition. But the
It's still hearsay.
are all depositions still hearsay?
No, but it's we're getting in the weeds.
All right. Trump, you smarty pants.
Bro, let's pull ourselves out of the weeds. What do you have to say, witness?
She's a snake in the grass, Your Honor. I mean,
You're not the
Hold on.
witness.
Yeah, seriously. I know you were testifying from the fucking lawyer podium, but you are not the witness, Phoenix.
damn it. I tried.
I just couldn't tell him the truth at the time. Miss Sigmaya, she's your
Oh, for
girlfriend,
God's
isn't
sakes!
Ah!
Now we know she's a
Critical
lying ass
damage.
bitch.
Wow!
And Pearl is my child. No. Oh my god.
How about you
What?
don't?
I thought that. I thought Pearl was my kid.
Beep, beep. Back it the fuck up.
Get out of the intersection, get back on the road.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder. Yeah.
There. We all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony.
Okay, my favorite thing about Godot talking about hearsay specifically is the fact that he was the one who made that really, like, bitch-ass statement the first time where what she said yesterday is meaningless, and it's like, that's not how you say it, and then he came in with the facts and logic.
What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor.
Hold it! Tap! You're saying
Dressing
that
it
the
up.
victim attacked Maya. I mean, Miss Faye.
There's too many Fays. You can't say that. Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was
Sure.
struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time?
Okay, so if she got struck on the head, how could she then kill somebody?
True.
Tap!
I mean,
Point!
if you punch me in the head, I'll kill you.
But there's a difference between punching you in the head and hitting you with a big fucking amethyst. Like that's a
I'm tough. I can take it. No, I'm
right,
fine.
sure.
Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened, and I don't think there's any obligation of me to get in between a fight. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such a shock.
It's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe
No
this
shit.
testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
Okay, we're trying to find the contradiction.
Yes.
When Mystic Maya was stumbling, she moved to fatal strike.
Hold it! She moved in to deliver a fatal strike?
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon. The staff is
Okay,
the
well, that-
weapon!
Because the staff has the pointy bit in it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
A dagger, huh? And Elise Donim tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
So she was.
You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, that would be unpleasant.
Pronunciation.
But I'm also
Hurt
wondering
me.
how
Hurt.
it would have had to be in a.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire! 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 The English
Worcestershire?
are stupid!
Worcestershire? Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Lawyer boy.
Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony? I'm saying yes, there is one thing. Tap,
There's a lot of problems.
Your Honor. I have a small problem, point, with the witness's testimony.
You do. Well, this witness is your own client.
Dylan, are you allowed to cross-examine your own witness? Good question.
It's a good question.
Depends on what state you live in.
Oh.
The default answer is yes.
Oh.
Really?
Another
know that.
win for Ace Attorney on accuracy.
Apparently so. Japanifornia is one of those states.
Yes, well, nevertheless.
That's fine. According to the federal rules of evidence. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Lisa, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me.
No!
What the fuck?
Okay now. Let's continue.
Okay. Okay. Do we press it or do we just present that the staff was the weapon?
I would press
Oh, yeah.
real quick just to make sure we get there.
That's right.
Like the
too.
game knows we got there.
She threw her staff away and pulled a dagger from inside her robe.
Hold it! She threw her staff away.
Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon.
Yep, nope, this was the dumbest move ever. It's true. It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff.
Unless it's a cane sword. Staff sword.
I mean, you could fuck someone up with a staff pretty easy. It's like a baseball bat.
Yeah.
But you couldn't
Sister
stab
Iris, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright? Very.
Yeah, it's odd, all right.
Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with the dagger. I'm sure of this.
Okay, lock it in. Now we can prove her
Yes,
wrong.
Let me go back. Threw the staff away and pulled the dagger. Present. Staff sword. Boom.
Yep.
Okay.
Take that.
I hope.
Objection! Music stopped, Sister Iris. There's something strange about your version.
But your neighborhood?
Huh?
We did that already. That already happened
Oh.
with Mo.
There's something strange about your version of events.
Uh-huh.
Miss Donim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But you can do... But all you can do with the staff is hit someone, and it's not like anyone gets beaten to death or anything. Impossible.
No. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it.
That honestly should be questioned.
As you can see, it's a sword.
Ah!
Tap! If Elise Donim really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Point! Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. I said already twice, that was weird. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say?
Phoenix is just so overcome by emotion.
Objection! That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I never would have thought that there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this?
Delicately.
A long sword is unwieldy and is quite ineffective in close quarters combat. A sword is more of a long-ranged weapon. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Well...
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what is important.
It's kind of a lie.
It's
important
sort of
thing is-
important.
That she tried to kill Maya Fey.
Where's this dagger then, Godot, huh? Huh? Sus.
As long as there's nothing strange about that. There's no problem with the testimony.
Yeah.
But there's something strange about this whole testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
No,
Actually,
I'm the one who points.
that would. Well, no, she has the sword, so.
I have multiple points. I have at least 7 points, as I have the Shichishito as well. But very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright.
A point! I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted.
I do?
Because they're the mama.
Mom,
Okay. Because
Mama?
Miss Elise Donim would
Um,
never attempt to take
I
the life
think-
of Maya Fey.
Has her profile been updated to say Misty May? Misty Faye?
Misty May.
Real name Misty Faye. Might
That's
as well.
it.
Yep.
There we go.
Slap it.
Present! Take that!
Slap it on the podium.
Tap! I'm slapping it down! Elise Donim would never have attacked Maya Faye!
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donim, it was a pseudonym. Her real name was Misty Faye.
Faye.
No, not Misty Faye.
Who is this Misty Faye? Is she related to... I mean, Faye is a very common name in these parts. It could be another Faye.
I would say, Your Honor, there's a high chance at this point, learning about these family tree shit, that they're all related if they have the last name Faye, but Misty Faye in particular is the master of the Karain channeling technique. She is also, Tap, the mother of Maya Faye.
Are you serious?
As a shark attack.
Is it
Well, shit, you're really serious then.
really true?
Actually, Your Honor, objection. It depends on the kind of shark attack. Ever see Sharknado?
If Sharknado taught me anything, it was fear all sharks.
But it was not serious. In which case, this serious as a shark attack nonsense means nothing.
But is it really true? Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, Sharknado was a parody.
Of the real
Oui.
tornado.
No. Of the real shark attacks.
Yes. Was Elise Donim actually the great Mystic Misty?
Yes, there's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can...
So, Mason, you confirm all sharks are capable of a silly attacks.
Tap! The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter left, her one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Point.
Ah!
Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. But now it's all hoopty-loopty.
Wait.
However,
It seemed natural enough that she would try to just kill her? I feel like that's
apparently
far.
this random woman just attacking Maya, like, Judge is like, nope, that's totally
And just
normal.
has a dagger.
Nothing wrong here.
And a sword cane.
It makes sense the woman who has some melee weapons has some other ones too.
In light of some facts that have just been presented. One, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, which is stupid. And two, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Lisa, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
He would hate
Or-
coffee.
Yes? What is that one little impossible thing?
You still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under roasted? But you have no idea, Gramps?
I think they're over roasted at this point.
Could you get to your point, though? Don't roast me.
I had this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee.
You
Okay.
need an intervention!
I have a theory that Godot just doesn't have a heart. And the coffee is making his veins and arteries contract. and
His blood is
expand
coffee.
So that he can, like, live. His heart died when he died in hell. Now he is just pure
Yeah.
coffee. He's a coffee elemental.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
In the future,
Got an
already done.
intervention.
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession,
At least the judge has
When the
some sense.
judge is calling you out on your
had
dumb
a-
lifestyle, that's when you know there's a problem.
I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime.
But that same detective also said, it doesn't matter how good the investigation is, as long as I'm having a good time.
And he discovered this little beauty.
Gumshoe,
Oh,
you
God damn it.
snake! Damn it, Gumshoe!
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
It honestly looks like a steak knife, doesn't it? Like a kitchen knife?
A little bit.
The handles are thrown.
Obviously, Your
It's
Honor.
not blood, it's barbecue sauce on the end. It's gravy!
It's red gravy.
But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
Damn! Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
The pine tree.
This dagger was stuck in the backside of the pine tree. When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women.
Is there something that Maya could say upside down that's not Maya?
Aya!
I mean, the closest
Or,
was the
aha!
Oh how.
Oh, how?
Oh, ow! Oh, ow! That's the.
Oh, ow.
Oh, ow!
Boy, ow.
This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
How though? Like how though?
Wasn't
Ow.
she locked in the thing? Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Did you test it? Where's the autopsy report?
Were you even listening, old man?
Where's forensics when you need them?
I first had this confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee.
Objection!
Hold
you
on.
said 8!
Yeah, you said one. You said 8 last time, and 2. Damn.
Didn't you just say it was your 8th just a few moments ago?
I did not have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
Try harder!
That seems careless. In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence.
Yeah.
Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately.
And a blood test being performed on Godot, please. I just gotta know.
Yep, that's blood.
What?
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right.
Get help!
What the fuck?
What is happening?
Godot is so misogynistic that he has to just love inanimate objects because he can't love real women.
That is not that.
Get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. And make sure you come back when it looks like Phoenix is losing all hope in the case.
Time it right. This is important to my narrative.
Time it right for the dramatic entrance. This is the only entertainment in my life anymore. Now then.
Judge's life is so sad.
I lost Gant. Since then, my life is
Oh,
meaningless and
You
empty.
guys didn't talk for like a while before he got arrested and, well, not arrested, before he got accused and,
So just when he got Gant
Just
back
but-
in his life, he was
Before
taken away
there was a
tragically.
chance like Gojo and Ghetto. Now there's no chance like Gojo and Ghetto.
No! Now we just need
I'm
Ghetto.
sorry, I had to.
That's a spoiler for something. Not something I care about, but for something.
The testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of,
I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
What? I disagree.
Cute girls never lie. Ever.
We have something in common, apparently, which I'm surprised about, but you do.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
This is the fairy tale logic of if they're pretty, they're good, and if they're ugly,
Yeah.
they're
So
bad.
true, good job.
It
Listen,
really is.
it would be funny if what's her name? Mia
Iris?
was against Godot in this.
Oh yeah.
And Mia's like, what? That's not true. I lie all the time. And then Godot's like, I guess you aren't pretty. Just fucking windmill dunks on her.
That literally is just this game's version of the "you're ugly when you lie." What? I'm not lying. Then why are you ugly? Oh.
Critical damage.
About what, Your Honor?
That's a good question.
About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
The judge has confused court for his soaps.
All right. I mean, like you said, well, soaps happen during the day, and the judge doesn't know what a camera is, so he doesn't know what a DVR is, or even like a VCR,
Ooh, that's
right?
true,
So he
yeah.
can't record the daytime television, and thus this is all he has.
It's very true. Poor judge.
I almost did this in Phoenix's voice. Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. I mean, who wouldn't? But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Oh, whoa! Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. How did you fling it from there into the back of the pine tree? Just saying.
Boomerang.
It always comes back.
Rabbit stick.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 7 years since Misty's disappearance.
Add
Maybe-
another 10 to that, Ori.
Did I not say 17?
I heard 7,
Okay. 17.
or maybe I hallucinated
I'll add it
that.
later
I
if
swear
I
I
did
heard you
mess it
say
up.
7.
But
No, you didn't mess it up.
perhaps.
Okay, maybe
Will
it cut
Mars
out
get the
Venus.
clown music this time?
Give me the clown makeup.
Oh, why am I always in threat of the cloud music? Why can't it ever just be you two?
No, it is just us. It's not you.
Oh, good.
You're
Yeah,
not.
Because
in
no,
this.
but I said that she did. I said that you
Ooh,
did say the
Lakitu
17.
is saying that Ori did
Yeah.
say 7.
Dylan saying
No,
I said 17.
the cloud is coming for me again.
Not the clowns, not the clowns. Oh, and Zeus is saying they heard 7.
Oh, we'll have to see.
I'm getting my army, guys.
I can't do her voice at the moment. Oh my god. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, okay, Mason
No,
heard
it doesn't.
15. I gotta say, I don't trust any of y'all at this
15?
point. We're gonna have
I
to
didn't hear
play
that.
the tape back. That's all we got.
Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your court examination.
Shink.
I mean, we're pressing everything, right?
Yeah.
Hold it! Iris, where were you standing when you witnessed all this?
What do you mean? That question is
Are you
very
kidding me?
vague, and I don't understand.
Floor dummy.
Well, if either of them had noticed you, they might not have continued their battle.
I wonder if that's true. The two of them, they were standing near the garden stone lantern.
Where Maya's written upside down in blood.
Mm-hmm. I was watching the whole thing from behind.
From behind what? You can't be behind both of them.
That's just not possible.
It was dark where the two of them were, so I think that's why they didn't see me.
So it was dark in the garden when the murder took place.
But how dark was it where you were?
Tell me, what did Miss Maya Fey do after she was struck?
She dodged.
Hold it! What happened to the victim's staff then?
I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I really couldn't see. I think he got knocked away somewhere as the fight escalated.
That makes sense. That would explain the need for the dagger.
Does it though?
Mystic at least raised the dagger to strike, but Mystic Maya dodged it at the last second. The dagger struck the lantern and fell to the ground.
Where's that mark? Where's that mark, huh?
And then at some point, Mystic Maya picked it up.
Also, she said it was dark and hard to see. Suddenly there's a lantern. I feel like that would have made it pretty easy to see.
The stone lantern is the structure. That is a thing. It wasn't
Oh, they're
lit.
talking about the okay, they're talking about that itself.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. I'm saying, though, if it was dark, how do you fucking see the knife in the snow? But, you know. Nothing sounds especially strange yet. I mean, it's all a bit hunky-wonky, but, you know.
What did the victim do when the weapon was stolen from her?
Honky wonky. That's
No
the new
racial
one.
slurs, please.
What? Hold it! You're saying that Maya Fate turned the tables on the victim.
Yes.
I'm not saying she was a lazy Susan.
She was very active, Susan.
But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After
Look at
all,
the camera.
her life was in danger.
I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point, it's just silly. She's really small.
Okay. I know we talked last week about someone else channeling Dahlia. How much do we want to bet it's Dahlia in the body?
Okay,
Ori would be very upset, so
Dahlia's also very slight.
don't even start. We'll see. As they say, a corner fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Zap! I believe the
Cornered
correct
anything is
description of a
dangerous.
cornered fox is scared and petrified.
Your animal analogies have grown tiresome.
You started them!
You were the one
We
who
have all
started it.
assimilated into Phoenix at this point.
Villains
I
everybody
am not
but
going to
Phoenix.
slide into Phoenix, okay? That's just not how I vibe.
Said assimilated, but okay.
Oh.
Anyway. So, after Maya Fey backed the victim into the stone lantern, what happened next?
As soon as you stabbed her. I want to just see the autopsy report briefly. Does it say stabbed in the back?
Mm-hmm. There it is. Well, we know what we need to present.
I mean, I'll press it.
You
Hold
got it.
it.
The game's not up to that
Damn.
part yet.
Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Yes, I'm almost certain.
Hint, hint,
Almost.
nudge, nudge.
That doesn't sound like absolutely.
The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who.
Motherfucker, you what?
Nani the
You
fuck?
fucking what?
What did you just say?
Someone did a murdy worder, but I don't know who.
Point! So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
Yes, but also, objection. We know that Maya Fey was at the inner temple that night. And that the woman that was killed was Elise Tonim. Now, unless there was someone else entirely who was also present. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who?
No!
Not at all.
I don't have anything to counter that yet, except what the fuck?
Conjecture. I don't know. What's the word?
Well then, witness, please continue with your testimony.
Objection. The witness is speculating, not Godot. The witness is.
And a subtemony, that's correct. If you're guessing who it is, that's not really allowed because you can't speculate on the witness stand.
Yeah.
But if you think it was someone, but you admit you're not sure, technically that is allowed. It's not speculating.
What
You're
the
admitting
fuck
you could
is
be
the difference?
mistaken.
Okay.
It's a subtle difference.
That's a very.
But if you think you saw something, you don't have to be 100% to testify to it. But what you can't do is assume.
I thought I saw a putty tat, but I'm not sure.
So, yeah, what you could do is you could be like, I saw someone who was very slight, holding a knife, and they stabbed who I now know is Elise Donim. And I also saw that person who was very slight, had Maya's hair, and etc., etc. And then, of course, the lawyer would make the argument, it was Maya. Or maybe even the witness says, that's how I could tell it was Maya, because of X, Y, and Z. But what you can say is, well, I don't know who it was, but they had Maya's hair, so I'm guessing they were Maya. They can't go that far. So it's pretty much a matter of phrasing.
I see.
Hmm.
Phrasing. Objection. Phrasing.
We're still doing that, phrasing?
Mhm. Yes, Your Honor. The two of them faced each other for a moment, face to face. Then Mystic Maya rushed straight into Mystic Elise with the knife. Then Mystic Elise stumbled over and fell to the ground.
So she was stabbed in the stomach, huh?
Oh! What?
Can't see any way this is gonna fall apart for you.
Wow!
Yes. Mario! No, I can't do it.
Mario!
There.
Mario! Mario! He's a fucking liar! Mamma mia!
Water. All right. I'm just gonna present to this one. I feel like this is
Yeah.
it.
That or in the back.
This is definitely it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry! We've been screaming.
Such is life. Ah!
What are you doing?
Being stoopy!
Is it this line or the next line?
It's this one. It's this one.
Okay.
Objection!
Nice.
Something about you just isn't right today, Iris. Your entire testimony is wrong, and I'm right.
Huh? Is this really the time for puns?
Until now,
It's
I
always
didn't
the
think
time for puns.
you were the type to make such a careless mistake. Tap. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Face stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right. That is
Oh,
what
you'll
I
regret
said.
those words.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so. Even I could figure out that one.
But, according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front.
Objection. Don't. Objection. This is a common misconception. This woman was a contortionist, and so
Oh
as
my
she was
God.
facing the other way, she bent over backwards, and her stomach was visible, but also it was her back that was stabbed.
I don't think that's
No.
I don't think even for torsionists.
That's just not
Contortionist.
Court torsionist. Yes.
It didn't happen on the witness stand. She's not a
Sorry.
court torsionist.
Contortionist that you could have your stomach and back on the same side. They're two opposite sides. It's like a piece of paper.
It actually could work if they were a contortionist.
Ah.
Mobius strip person. They're all front and back.
Oh my.
Sister Iris. Point! It appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
And her indigestion is flaring up too.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Do you listen to me at all when I'm telling the witness shit, Judge? Like, do you hear any of it?
Not at all, actually.
It's simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift.
I don't think you need an analogy
Thanks.
like that.
Is that all you have to say?
And the books
I have a couple
also
more
have
cryptic.
spines, just like people.
I have a couple more cryptic footnotes I cribbed from another book, but I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind.
Objection! Irrelevant! Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter. Point! And now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. Throw it all out, Your Honor.
Oh, there certainly are some inconsistencies.
Tap! Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just.
If you ask me, objection. You're just being too naive about that whole thing.
Wait.
It's
You're
a
saying-
woman, she lies, it's just part of her nature.
Honestly, totally canonical Godot line.
Oh yeah, very much so.
And before chat's like, no, it's just a translation, he's not really misogynist. You're not catching me this time.
They made him misogynist.
What do you mean?
There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee.
Damn.
That
But to pick out each one requires total concentration and the use of all these senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself.
Darkness is one of... fine. The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly.
So how do you fucking know? This is just more reason for just to throw the whole shit out.
No,
Throw the whole bitch out.
Unironically, it's like, listen, you can't trust what she's saying about the scene. She didn't see. It's like,
just throw
then
the whole
why are you
testimony
trying to get us to
We're
believe what
done.
she's saying about the
Yeah.
scene?
this is where I'm like losing it.
A human needs one thing to see clearly.
Okay.
This
Also-
fucking visor.
Here's the thing that's confusing me a lot. And like Chad, if you want to clear this up for me, or Ori and Dylan, if you want to clear this up for me, please do, because I am confused as hell. Godot was going after Phoenix earlier for failing to protect the Faye sisters. He was very angry at that. So why now is he so, like, hell-bent on having Maya be the murderer?
Because I don't think he actually
That's not
cares about
protecting
Maya.
her.
I don't think he actually
He's
cares
just trying to
about Maya.
hurt Phoenix.
He only
He's just
cared
trying to
about
hurt
Mia.
Phoenix.
And he's
Okay,
pissed that
that's-
he didn't
that's
save
what we're going
Mia in an illogical, irrational way. And now
Okay.
his whole sole goal is revenge on Phoenix Wright.
Because his thing was just so confusing. I'm like,
I
this
think that was just like
this
mental
made no sense
manipulation,
to me.
right? Trying to get it
Okay.
into his head. Like, whoa, you fucking let Mia die? You're also letting Maya die, bitch. You know, motherfucker. You know how
personal
take
attack
that?
against me.
How does
Okay,
that feel?
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for clarifying. Godot's just driving me crazy.
The only thing you need to see is this dope-ass visor. But besides that, light.
Large.
By the way, did you know that cashews come from a fruit? And also Hazakura has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit.
You are contradicting your fucking witness's own goddamn statement, Godot.
This is where I'm getting confused.
I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for. If not
Whoa.
light.
If that's true, I gotta be honest, Phoenix, I thought it was just a
Thank
pretty
you.
decoration. But shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the Edna, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern.
Oh, the winds were too fierce with the storm.
But it has to be a lie because the area around the stone lantern was melted.
Mm,
True.
I don't know
that's
how
a
I
very
proved
good
that,
point.
Impossible!
It hadn't been
Do-do-do-do.
used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in the garden that night.
Number 2, there's like tiki torches that surround the fucking stone lantern. Couldn't light those? Huh? Couldn't light
the
those?
wicks on
That's
those,
what I was thinking of
the wicks on those
earlier.
also unused.
Light the incinerator. That'll cast it.
There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that is all.
Most, enlightening. Sorry, I wanted to get one in there. I
No,
want to
it's
pun too.
specifically not enlightening, Judge. They couldn't see.
But then the pun
But
doesn't
yes.
work.
That illuminating fact has
Not.
just away all the contradictions.
As a lie. You've literally made it worse.
If the staff was drawn, it would be difficult to see.
And so with the dagger that she fucking dropped. I want to point out more contradictions than they allow me.
It also explains why they did not recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak.
And that is why my visor has night vision. Yes.
Infrared. Isn't that
I'm starting
right?
to think it actually
Right.
does.
It probably does have infrared.
No!
Apologies for
Order,
knocking Phoenix lights out right now.
order!
That's actually ordeer. But yeah, Your Honor, let me present this stone lantern into evidence.
That's what his copy interns are also used for.
I was
No,
going to
gumshoe?
say something, but then I was like, oh no, this is too innuendo. I can't.
No, gumshoe, little to the left. Your other left. Little more.
A little bit more.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where like moving the what is it, the couch? Or is it, oh no, it's the stove
It's
with
the stove.
Plankton.
Drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one I was thinking of was from Kung Fu Panda 2, where they're moving the canes, like, with the weapon finally by my side, and move it a little bit more. There, perfect.
Over here. A little more. Okay. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
not lit. So they fucking say.
Not
This
sure
shit
I
is
buy
not lit, fam. Not lit. For real, it ain't bussin'.
Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
What's wrong, Your Honor? Was the flame too hot?
This lantern. There's something written on it.
Oh, Your Honor, I did not notice before.
Incredibly?
Oh, how?
What?
Nani?
What? Why? It's written in blood.
Oh, boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Victor?
This was
He's
just
blood?
presented as
He can't
evidence,
see red.
Phoenix.
He can't see red. We established that. He didn't know.
Oh, that's right.
He can't see red.
She's the opposite of a fucking bull.
He didn't know.
Well, bulls are colorblind, so that theory's debunked.
Are bulls colorblind?
I think they're colorblind in the way that dogs are, where they don't see red.
Hold
They see blues and yellows.
Are bulls colorblind?
So colorblind means a lot of shit, and it basically
They
means,
cannot see red.
Yeah. It basically means colorblind basically means they don't have the human amount of color vision
They
or more.
they don't have the
They
necessary
have less
cone.
than the human amount of color vision. Paint the court red. That's the
How are they
secret.
supposed to
It's
know?
so sad for them.
It says. It says my upside down.
Your Honor, it obviously says, oh, ow, which the victim definitely wrote as she was getting stabbed because, oh, ow.
What the heck?
Oh, yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya.
Oh, I forgot.
She,
that's
she
that's
picked herself
right.
up off the ground
did a
and slowly
handstand
rode it.
And wrote it. Mystic Elise didn't fall down right
God, I
away.
hate Iris.
She must have been writing that one on. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. With the blood
Upside
that she
down.
was draining. With the blood that was draining out of her body. Yeah, upside down.
Upside down?
Shit.
Yep.
Well, it certainly looks that way.
Phoenix could hide from
But
Godot
looks are deceiving.
if he just wore all red.
That's why Edgeworth is
It's more like-
invincible.
Yes.
Godot is flirting with someone, they start blushing. He's like, oh, where did you go?
What the? You are invisible? How did you do that?
It seems the kitten is hiding. Hang on, just a minute. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are we all talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the message written in blood.
Nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
You gotta upgrade your visor, man.
Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
So that's what he meant by that.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue.
Exactly, Jester.
We now know that the crime scene was dark,
Do we?
and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern.
Do we?
Well, Mr. Godot, anything further? Whoa, do you need some water? Mr. Godot? You are literally on fire. And not in the good way.
Okay then, let's move on.
Godot is literally shaking, and somehow, I don't think it's from caffeine overdose. He's built up a massive fucking tolerance.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Donham was killed by Maya Fey.
Bitch, what? That's just wrong!
Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We are all ears.
Okay, what did she do? How did she fuck this up?
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. Even though I was scared, I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Karain tradition. How did you know? I don't know, that's just weird, but not anything we could probably use. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. This very tall woman and this very tiny me managed that somehow. Dead weight. Ooh. I dragged it behind me all the way to Dusky Bridge, somehow not leaving a trail of blood in the pure white snow. And then
Very
I used
impressive.
the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and...
And then I stabbed it?
used the Shichishito to alter the way the wound looked.
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae Clan, but even so, I never imagined that Elise Donham was actually Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate. Truly unfortunate.
I believe you're looking for twist of fate, Your Honor.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but...
You were spotted by the Ednon, correct?
Yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose.
I suppose does not sound like it makes sense.
I feel
Mr.
like this
Art,
is the new standard. I just have to
Go!
prove my case beyond a I suppose.
Hi, Winnie.
We really
Hey,
have worked our way to that point, haven't we?
Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
I mean, you know, we're going through it.
Just press
Hold it.
everything.
So you waited until everything was over before making a move?
No, it's not like that.
It sounds exactly like that.
Objection. She saw someone murder her in front of her eyes.
And then I called out to the murderer, "Hey, murderer, look at me!"
It's not surprising that she was a little timid.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
If
Beyond I suppose.
Maya, in quotations, was anything like Joe Dark was, you would have been killed too, Iris. The more witnesses, the more murders.
Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion.
Judge, you're the one in control. It's like your
No,
whole
I'm
shit.
not.
Isn't your job as the judge to mediate the argument?
Nope,
Uh,
I'm just a viewer.
Judge Wallflower. It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me that it finally dawned on her what she had done.
Hold it. So then, you knew the significance of the name Maya Fey.
Yes, of course I did.
That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position.
Here's the sus. The wuss.
Mhm.
The fuss. Anyway, she was a very special person indeed.
Hold it! Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
You moved her body all by yourself? Impressive.
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
I used him like a meat toboggan.
Yeah, really
Just
though.
rolled her down the hill.
Big snowball.
The snow, huh? Hold it! It's pretty amazing that you could make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age. Before the fire, of course.
It's like this, eh? Idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
Well, I'll have you know I've caught multiple colds, so I'm not an idiot. But there's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into Eagle River? It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. And that's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible. Just
Yeah,
to the
that
other
don't
side of
make
the bridge.
sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Outvoted by Godot, Mars.
Ugh. Damn it, Godot.
Nice, like it too. For the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the breach?
Hold it! The snowmobile? I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part that was in the question the other day. Should I ask for more details?
Hmm.
Tracks?
That tracks.
I feel like tracks. It also feels like we could return to this and get more information if we screw it up.
If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Oh god, Phoenix. Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left the Hazakura Temple. Okay, the snow stopped after the bridge was set on fire. I think that's the vibe.
Yeah.
I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this
I
testimony?
think it's very important because I feel like
I
that's
would
the whole
keep
thing.
it, yeah.
Let me just check my brain. But weather data. Snow. Where is it? Snow till 10:50. Lightning struck at 10:45. So the snow didn't stop until after the bridge was on fire. And it took 30 minutes for the bridge to go out of fire. So the snow definitely hadn't stopped falling before the bridge was set on fire.
I think that's it.
So yes, it's very important, Your Honor.
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped? That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Tap! Your Honor! Point! I'd like the statement Iris just made to be added to the testimony.
But Does it have something to do with the case?
Bitch, yes, that's why I'm asking for it. All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
This should be fun. You. Let's get this snow business cleaned up, shall we?
We shall.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right. I think that we're just presenting the weather data, yeah?
We do
I
be.
think so, yeah. That feels the way to go.
I am in
Object,
fact a
no!
data now.
Points down! No!
No, it's
Damn.
right.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Oh?
I can't put two and two together.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
Remember, Reggie?
Or does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Makes
Nope,
sense to
nothing
me.
here.
Really?
Objection denied.
Overruled.
Try to think before you make accusations,
I
Mr.
thought
Arch.
I did.
You are actively putting the judge to sleep? Right.
Oh god.
Whoops, that didn't go so well.
Chad is asking, did you present the wrong thing?
I don't think so. I presented
I-
the
I
weather
can't.
data.
I feel like you did.
I thought you did too.
I need the clown music so bad, though.
There's no way. I'm nearly certain that I presented this weather data
What's
on
her
this.
very next statement?
That's the end.
That's it, that's the end.
No.
What came before that one?
You did present the data.
I used the thing.
Okay.
You were in fact a data male.
We haven't pressed this yet. We did press that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did press this, and that's how
Because
we got
that's
the
what
thing.
got us to the track.
We didn't press this, but I
We
don't
did
really
not
care.
press this.
I don't feel
But,
like this is
but
the
let's
thing.
press it. Let's see what happens.
It's definitely the other thing, though.
Hold it! Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you?
Yes, that's right. She probably thought the worst.
I mean, she called the
Probably.
police on you, so.
More like definitely!
I see. So, Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were the one that murdered Miss Donham.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's all my fault that this case has gotten so confusing.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah, but bitch in the wrong way. Okay. I'll press the other thing, and we'll do the other one.
And
right?
see if the snowmobile
the
is the
other
right way to
option.
go.
But I feel like it's this. Like I don't.
I feel like the tracks are more obvious.
Let me hear about this snowmobile ride.
Well, it was very cold that night, so I rode all the way to the foot of the bridge.
Objection. I'm sorry, witness. But now, I've got a problem with your testimony.
Because it wasn't at the foot of the bridge, wasn't it parked like literally right outside the
that
temple?
was at the end, though. Excuse me?
You are
What?
excused.
Godot! What are you up to now?
That night, after the head nana left the remainder of the training to you, she said she walked from the inner temple back to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, I'm fairly certain that's what the record indicates.
Let's recall her comments on the subject.
I'm upset. The weather data's important. I should have been able to do it. Oh god.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean.
The snowmobile was in front of the main gate. this is one of those contradictions, wouldn't you say?
But Godot, why? Why are you doing this, Godot?
Yeah,
why are
that's
you doing this? This is very odd. Ah!
this is odd.
Order! Mr. Godot! Why are you pointing out contradictions in the witness's testimony?
Let's just say I like things to be neat and tidy, okay?
Well, maybe Sister Bikini missed it. Yes, maybe she didn't see it.
You think she missed it? That doesn't sound right.
A snowmobile?
Whatever.
She made a decoy snowmobile out of snow before she left.
It's my snowmobile.
Even I don't think this is decisive enough to warrant any more time or effort. It's just... You better be careful in your testimony. That's all I wanted to say. A smart little cookie like you shouldn't have any trouble understanding that.
Yes, sir.
What was that all about? It sounds
No idea.
like he prepped the witness. But instead, why would Godot want to give me a hint?
You can prep a witness. In fact, you have to.
Well, that's, you know what I mean.
Very well then. Let's continue with the
The
testimony.
other thing, where they tell you to, like...
Did you mean coach the witness?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you transported the body by snowmobile.
To call the snowmobile to the stand.
Vroom vroom.
All the way to the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Yes, I thought that way Mystic Maya would never be suspected. That's what I thought anyway. And then I... Cry, sob, bitch and moan. Alright. It's gotta be... Did we press this? We did press this, didn't we? And it didn't help.
Try pressing it again.
I'm pretty sure we pressed it. Maybe we didn't.
I don't remember this.
There have been a lot of contradictions in your testimony so far. This time, are you sure it's all true?
Yes, I am.
When the murder happened, the snow had already stopped. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks were so clear.
But the snowmobile is covered in snow.
That's right. I'm certain of it.
I think I've trapped her this time.
I see how you think. Snow, huh?
What is going on here? Why are we talking about snow? I don't want a shovel.
If
It's
the snow
no problem.
really had stopped by the time of the murder, it'd mean there's a bigger hole in her story than the movie The Grid Revelations.
What is that a reference?
I don't
Is that a reference to the Matrix?
Yes,
Like Matrix
it is.
parody?
Yes. Nice, Mars. Ori and me Neo dodging the fucking point like it's a bullet.
Oh my god.
Well then, Mr. Trent, perhaps you'd like to share your theory with us?
One day this knowledge will come in handy.
I mean, it did. Here it was.
Let's see what's up your sleeve, or rather, at the end of your index finger.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic is failing me. Iris is trying to pin the murder on Maya. But why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of.
Okay.
So it's that last statement.
It's 100% the last statement, but with what evidence? It's not weather data.
Not the weather
new
data.
Snow on the
Isn't there a picture of
Yeah,
the
there is.
tracks
It's
photo?
that
There's
one.
not snow on
No.
this
Next
one.
one.
Not that one.
Next one. Next one.
Okay, okay.
No, that's the courtyard.
I'm sorry.
No, I
I
don't
have
think
to
this is
brain.
it
No,
either.
no. Brain check enter. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, see, the snow had stopped because she's not there. It's the fucking weather data! What else can it be?
You already did that, didn't you?
I did!
Oh, maybe
but-
we unlocked new shit.
Oh, maybe. Do I try it one more time? I don't... It has to be this!
Sure.
What else is
we'll
it?
only lose 2 health, so it's okay.
Are we game for me trying it one more time?
I'm game.
Sure.
Okay. Present.
Maybe we just had to press it first,
Alright.
which kind of irks me if that's the case.
Objection! No! We're
No,
moving through this
It's
again.
definitely not
God
that.
damn it!
Okay, it has to be the weather data. It can't be anything else. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that's contradicting it. Maybe it's a different state.
But then it's not on that line.
Yeah. So maybe it's before this. I guess it has to be this one then. Because the bridge wasn't there?
Yeah, maybe.
What are you doing?
F5.
Lori?
F5ing. Okay. Yeah, this one. Because she couldn't have dragged it across the bridge. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that the bridge was on fire. That's what I want. Okay, come on. Objection!
Holy shit!
Pain and suffering. I should be able to fucking present the weather data on the snow stuff.
On the line that's
Okay.
actually talking about the
Yeah.
damn weather? Yeah, I
Bitch.
agree.
You claim the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Miss Iris. That just isn't possible.
See, we're not even talking about the bridge shit. We're talking about the snow shit. It should have been on the snow shit. What? I really had to like calm down to actually do her voice.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I'm gonna sneeze now. Hold on. Maybe, I don't know. It's torturing me.
Take your
Alright.
time to decide. It's okay.
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 5:50 p.m. I can read.
What?
Add 5 hours onto that, Ori!
10:50.
What is it with you and numbers tonight? You just keep subtracting!
What's hilarious to me is that I recognized that I said 5:30 and that it wasn't 30, it was 50, but I still said 5.
You were so close!
Was I? I started saying the completely wrong time at first, and then I got halfway there.
Oh my god.
But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say?
How did you not know it was on fire?
The bridge was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it?
I think that she actually was in her room the whole time, and it was dull the whole fucking time. She's just the fall guy.
I'm
She's
wondering
being
if it's the
Terry
sister
Falls.
swap shit and Dahlia possessed her. Because people don't remember what happened to
Ooh,
them when they're
That's
channeling.
also true. And that's why Pearl couldn't channel her. Because she was like... Because Pearl was too late. Remember? Pearl was late.
Mm.
Until Dahlia
Pearl
went,
was
fuck
late,
it.
yeah.
We have some twin connection shit. I can just... whoop, and then bam. Because it seems like Maya has that too. Remember, Mia has that to Maya. Like, Mia just kind of pops the fuck up. Like, you know,
Oh,
Maya's
yeah.
not channeling her. Mia's just like, hey, Phoenix! Long time no see!
Don't you think Maya likes her autonomy, Mia?
I don't do it that often. Just when I see Phoenix flailing really hard.
Which is a lot, I must say.
It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? But it can't be. It can't be. Tap! Look like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth. Point! You can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney. No! Or even a prosecutor, apparently.
Order! Order!
I wear goggles. You can't fool me at all.
Tap! The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right! The inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. Trust me, I tried. Point!
I know from personal experience.
I like just whacked my mic away from me. Flailing.
Point! There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness! Even my patience has its limits.
Damn!
Any further lying, and I will find you in contempt of court.
Let's go!
About time.
Do you have anything to say for yourself,
Judge cocks his gun.
bitch?
Objection. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you.
Oh,
Old man.
what? Not trite.
Me? How dare you?
Whether this witness lie or not doesn't matter squat right now.
That matters a lot, actually.
It
The
does.
whole thing! That's like the whole court thing! Is that you're not lying as a witness! Yeah, you have to like
And why not?
That's the whole point of court. What the fuck?
damn.
Squat!
What?
Godot's just
The
tossing out the
important thing-
rules.
Now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
And yeah, and you know what stands in the way of truth? Lies! So we kind of care about them.
Very true.
Arguably.
Two, I'm not a fan of how they're doing this Godot thing. I feel like this is out of left field. At the moment,
I feel like
it
they're
feels
trying
like-
to
Well,
make
hold
it
on.
like he
No.
really wants to get revenge for Mia. He's just
No,
throwing
I
everything
stop.
out the window.
I disagree. Imagine if she is lying, but it doesn't matter because ultimately you can still get to the truth. I think that's what he's about to say. The specific thing that she's quote unquote telling the truth or lying about doesn't matter right now because we could actually find out what really happened regardless.
My argument is that Godot's whole thing was that he wants Phoenix to suffer.
That's true.
So
but
he
this
shouldn't
specific
care about the
line,
truth.
He could chill. He could redeem himself. Let's see.
I'm saying this is kind of fatness. I don't know.
Yes, of course, but
What if he wants the truth because he thinks it'll fuck Phoenix?
I don't know how that would be true though, but okay.
Because he believes the truth fucks Phoenix's client.
Okay.
He's
But
in
this
full
is
fuck
Phoenix's
mode.
client.
He's having a hard time aiming the fuck bus that he's driving at Phoenix, okay? Where it goes, who it plows into, that's to be determined. But he sees
He really
Phoenix
can't tell
in the
wherever
road.
the hell he's going.
Yeah, the road is red at like sunset and he just can't see anything.
He actually can't see if there's brake lights on because
Yeah.
he doesn't see red.
Yeah, that's basically it, Lakitu. It doesn't matter if the witness is telling the truth. The only thing that matters is the truth. Like, huh?
No, listen. Maybe I'm being super charitable to Godot.
I think you're
but
being
maybe
very
he's
charitable
gonna
to
salvage
Godot.
it. We'll see. Wait, hold on. Whether or not it was snowy, or whether the bridge was burning or not. There are two facts that can't be disputed.
So we're talking about the truth here.
First, the body of Elise Dunham was discovered in the Azakuro Temple courtyard. And second, the Edna, Sister Bikini, witnessed Iris desecrating Elise Dunham's body.
You're back on this?
He makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying about those 2 points in particular.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night. Oh! Oh! So my memory is somewhat hazy, and thus I shouldn't be a witness.
Objection! You shouldn't be a witness, Tap! You have stood at the witness stand and testified this entire time! Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
Objection. It is only human to err.
Oh my god, I want to
You're so
shake the
perfect.
dough.
Maybe you could explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already.
Oh, Dylan, you're kind of cutting in and out.
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down,
There it is. Good.
but somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard.
Yes!
Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
The
She
picture!
was swung under the bridge. This one's a piece of cake.
Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge.
Hold on.
Da-da-da-da,
Chat, is anyone else
da-da.
able to see the stream still, or is there fucky?
It's true.
Oh,
Sorry, briefly, but it's back. We're Gucci. There's
I
the
have
hiccup.
it. I have it on my end. Everyone good?
There was the hiccup.
Wasn't
Yes,
just
I
you,
mean,
but I
that's-
just said, and I'm good now. Okay.
Yeah.
If it
Dylan
happens
had
again,
a
chat, let us
hiccup.
know.
It's an internet thing. There's nothing I can do. Dylan had a hiccup briefly, and we're on the same internet, so it was just like a weird connection dip, it seemed like.
Oh, okay.
That's all it could
We are up to the amazing flying Donim.
be. Yes.
For those of you who missed it.
But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
Do you see what I mean? In other words, you are in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. No, I like your first thing better.
Alright then. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
Shut the front door! About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
She literally was like, I didn't know that bridge was on fire. You really want her to testify anymore? Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be her final testimony?
No.
Oh, well then. Sad final countdown noises.
Other
Wham.
than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess.
Fuck.
Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much?
Oh my god, throw her
Or-
off the stand.
Are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge?
on that
the fuck?
statement, present
What,
the picture.
what part of
That
that was a
was not a
testimony? She asked
testimony.
like 8 questions and said one thing, and it was like speculation,
What?
right?
Why
the
is the
fuck?
bridge? What is the bridge? Where is the bridge? Who is the
Have you ever
bridge?
seen a bridge in real life? I haven't.
I drive on bridges all day. Today was a 4-bridge day.
Oh, intense.
That sounds like a bridge too far.
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
We are not accepting this.
Oh?
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast.
And let's take a look at this.
Yes, do show.
It was taken on the morning after the incident.
The accident. Ah!
Yep.
No, it's more like
Well, look at that. One singular,
Yep.
very long rope just
Yeah,
dangling in
right
the middle.
in the middle. Yeah.
Hmm.
It certainly was burned to a crisp, and one of the suspension wires even snapped. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Yeah, snapped. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Clearly, it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Lakitu she could, but it would take her toll on her.
Basically, I don't have a pun.
Alright.
I was trying.
Listen, you're trying to think of an easy pun, but pass.
Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth.
What about that was a statement? None of that was a statement. Wow, that could be the truth, Phoenix.
Dylan, I have to ask, would the witness just asking questions on the stand after being told to testify be accepted?
The witness isn't allowed to ask any questions at all, except to clarify what they're being directly asked if they're confused.
Well, she does seem very confused. I'll give her that.
But no, like, I will admit I was reading chat, not listening to her testimony, but...
Oh.
It was literally like,
It basically amounted to,
how could somebody
was the bridge
possibly,
on fire?
like-
How did that happen?
Somebody
Doesn't matter
couldn't
why
bring
you
across
do
a
blank
bridge, couldn't they?
objection.
It was terrible.
Objection, and then
Yeah.
the judge would be like, sustained.
Literally,
Ah.
every, like, 4 of her statements were question mark. You have to look at them when we get back to it, okay?
And
When we get
Maya
back
will
to
be
that.
accused of murder.
Try. I'm only going to say it one more time.
And my mouse died. Back to mouse.
Oh
No, it's okay. I have 2 mice. And a touchscreen, so we're good. And I can do it all with the keyboard, so yeah, we're
It
not
is
really
only
far.
human to air. And... Only humans, because that's the era of ours.
Why'd you say humans like that?
'Cause they don't say the H. It's French.
In French, the H is always silent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I just don't remember you saying it like that
I'm
before.
only human.
I'm only human.
Uma Thurman.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
Alright, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination.
Oh, it's the final examination. I just want to scroll for Dylan here. I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Haha.
That's
This
fine.
is-
You can say that.
No, still
You're allowed.
falling?
Look
You're
at
allowed
this
to
one.
cast doubt on your own testimony. That's fine. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? That's not really a. No, she can't really testify to. I'm
These
not
are
sure.
2 questions.
Well,
Does it really
she can-
matter?
she is allowed to testify that she doesn't know if it was still snowing. So this is arguably permissible. But the second part doesn't really matter that much. Objection sustained. Or are you saying that there is a way to cross? That's allowed. She's allowed to clarify what question you're asking her.
Damn, alright. They did surprisingly better than I expected. The 3 fucking question marks just felt real shitty, you know?
I mean,
gotta
it
say.
still annoys me, but if it works, it works.
Tap! Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place.
I couldn't have crossed the bridge. Naturally.
But I could have crossed it unnaturally.
By flying. But I
On a
think
rope.
it's just like Mr. Godot said.
Okay, so she would have had to get across the chasm too. Did she just tie Elise to the
my
rope
God.
and then like grab onto
And
her
she
as they
used
both
her
flew
as,
across?
Like no,
As-
I think that she never was on the other
Used
side.
her
I
as
think
a
it was just
landing
Dahlia.
pad.
I think it was Dahlia was always on the other side, and then swung Elise to Iris on the other side of the bridge, and then
Dahlia still
Iris
needs
did
a
the
body to
shit.
possess.
it's Maya's. I guess. Or she's alive. I really wanted to be alive. I gotta tell
I
you,
don't think she's
that's
alive.
where my thing goes. But we're moving
I
along.
don't think she's alive.
I don't think they could have killed that bitch. Okay? I don't know. The body did make it across somehow.
The pterodactyl that's back up their family line.
But you seemed to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure that the snow had already stopped.
I'm terribly sorry. I was wrong. Wow.
Why did she sound like a robot there?
This attitude change though. Her like she's always in
Whoa,
that one.
MP. We don't know how well endowed the victim was, okay?
Ooh-wee,
Oh my god.
Mamma mia.
This is frosty meatball.
Does she really think an apology is going to get her off the hook?
Yes, I do. I mean, we're just pressing it all.
Hold
Yeah.
it! This is no joke! You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law!
Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question.
No! No! Objection.
All right, we got there. We got to a point where Dylan gets upset about it. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today?
I have a question for you, witness. Do you remember when the judge says to shut the fuck up?
This judge doesn't say that, though.
Well, let me have him remind you. Judge!
He doesn't have the cojones for it.
He's not hung.
Cojones? The cojones?
I'm drinking water, goddammit!
Cojones! Not the cojones.
I'm glad Oscar's not in chat for this. Oh, no.
What's a cojone? She's trying to say cojones.
I really wasn't, actually.
Wait,
What?
you meant to say cojones?
I think I did, because I've heard that word used in
Okay,
that way
okay.
before.
A cajon
No.
is equal to a tortilla
No.
or a jalapeno. A jalapeno. Oscar would be so
Mars.
disappointed.
Mars.
Okay, that doesn't change the intent of how I used it, though.
What the
Does
fuck?
it?
Wait, hold on.
What? It's cojones.
Googled-
C-O-J-O-N-E-S. Cojones.
No, I know, but I googled cojones, and I was redirected to cojones. Maybe it's just a common misspelling. I'm not sure. I think it's just a common misspelling.
Alright.
Well, naturally it was,
You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it?
Tap!
Well, she's certainly acting like Dahlia.
But if it had been some kind of special day, I would have remembered. Also, if you didn't fucking remember, say that in the first place.
Why did you become
Point.
Michael Jackson? That in the first place.
Don't laugh! Point! For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Why that one in particular? You graduated a bunch of other times, Phoenix. Why that one in particular? I know that it was
Because
snowing on my
Edgeworth wasn't
college
with
graduation.
me. He moved away and I was sad.
Oh, the sneeze
Objection.
happened. finally.
No one wants to hear about your childhood trauma, Trent.
The fanfiction
I
writers
only want to
do.
hear about your current trauma from me, inflicted by me, your adult trauma.
What?
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one step, ma, let's see the proof. Show some evidence, some data that the body somehow crossed the bridge whilst it was on fire.
How about a picture? I feel like we could just skip to that, can't we?
This is the last
I
one.
think.
Oh, okay. All right. This was a very short testimony.
Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way across.
This is me, I forgot.
No, it's Iris. It's not Mia.
Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly?
Not as silly as cojones.
Listen, I have definitely heard it used in that context
Again,
before.
Did
Again,
you see it
they're
written
saying
out,
it-
or did you see it said?
No, it was definitely said, and it was by some sort of comedian on YouTube. I think the line was, someone needs a kick in the cojones or something like that.
This is the
you
equivalent
mean
of someone
cojones?
unironically saying tortilla or
real.
jalapeno. Like these
I-
are
okay.
equivalent.
I'm
Chipotle.
trying to think of another thing to compare this to. I'm pretty sure they're using the word in place of something else.
Cojones is the Spanish word for balls.
Okay, then they were just pronouncing it wrong.
Yes.
Maybe you heard it wrong, or would
They
you?
are using it in place of
Mark.
the English word balls or nuts or tentacles.
Okay, so this has been a learning moment for me. Thank you. I accept that.
That's really funny though. It's like no, it's definitely epitome. I saw a comedian say it like that one time. I swear.
Good God.
Good God.
Alright. A dead body crossing a burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing?
Hi, Larry.
If there were, I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness.
I mean, we did. We came to the stand.
After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something. Yeah, we got cojones, cahongos. I love this.
Oh my God.
I'm just reading chat.
I've come all this way, so
Hey,
I owe
I'm
it to
proud to have
everyone
started something.
to figure this out. But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay. I'll start by examining all of my evidence and see where that takes me. I've gotta be like a shark. If I don't keep moving, I'm as good as dead.
Alright.
Damn.
Where do we present it to, though?
Go the next line. Yeah, definitely not that one.
I think it has to be this one. Are you saying there's another way?
No, I
Larry?
think it's that one. I think it's the last statement.
This is the last statement.
Yeah, that's the one I'm saying. I think it's
Yeah.
presented on that one.
Okay, yeah.
Steven Universe. There's only one
There
way to
might be a
say
lag
that.
because when you asked, you were on the second line about does it snow? Why is it snow? Does it matter?
Yeah.
Objection! Bitchin'! Death! A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Just saying it's possible. Even though I totally just fucking said that literally everything's possible except for two things. Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's pulled out of thin air.
Oh, just you wait and see.
I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
That was beautiful. That was fantastic.
That was the best spelling of that ever. Who is it? Who is this witness?
Yes, for GIF or GIF, the creator is wrong, and that's where we'll leave that.
It stands for graphics interchange format. I don't say graphics, it's graphics. And therefore it's GIF.
I do say gift.
Can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go. Miss Alisto Nim's brilliant and highly gifted, yes, in art, apprentice, Loristo Nim.
Brilliant.
Highly gifted.
Apprentice?
Remember what he said in his testimony. That night, he was at the Mountain Shack Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the
Hey,
event
Sarah.
upside down. I think you've all seen this sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it?
The R
Last
does all
I
the
checked, it
work,
was
Zilla.
February.
Don't engage.
I could argue all day.
Oh dear.
Wait, you don't pronounce it giraffe?
No.
Definitely
I'm
no.
just- Please keep going.
Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air?
In a matter
And
of
you're
speaking,
using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
The art is pretty good.
uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
I don't know who gasket is, but perhaps save that for your own private time. Well, Trent, there's no one for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old. Does this sketch prove anything?
They're so mean.
Larry is stupid, but he's decent at art, at very least.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm gonna prove it.
Lisa, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. Looks
No,
like
that's
camera.
literally what we should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh!
I hate when chat has become. I'm so upset. If
What
you're so
happened to
eager to
chat?
turn this case upside down,
Oh,
why don't we take this trip to Australia? Hmm?
Next prosecutor has an Australian accent by Dylan, courtesy of Dylan.
My Australian accent's not amazing, but good night, Mason.
Good night, Mason.
Night Mason.
True pastry. He has no idea like half that drawing.
Upside down? Why did Godot say that?
Wow,
is that
they
why
are
the important
spelling
shit
it
is
out.
highlighted in red so Godot can't read?
Yes. Yes.
Protecting the inner thoughts. Thinking red, so we can't read my mind.
We've already established the inner thoughts can be read by people who are paying attention.
That's true. Alright, Lynn. Let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes.
I don't like the sound of that.
I heard that.
What are you doing?
F5ing because this feels like it's all the marbles.
Nah, I'm sorry, Ori. My most
Just
recent
feel
bonus
low
game
game
playthrough is
envy.
honors mode. You can't save it, so all of a sudden.
We're not
Can you
saving.
save
We're F5ing.
Helldivers?
No.
Well,
What?
I'm going into the loading screen early before I
No
even get
wonder you're
home, so I can
constantly
get in.
screaming if you can't save.
This is a really
Lying must be
strained
hard.
analogy at this point.
All right, Phoenix. Look carefully and think it over.
Oh, it wasn't that much. He played it up a lot.
This sketch drawn by Loristo Nim is...
Exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened. Jinx, everyone.
Dap! Of course the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there in the sketch. Point! Whoosh!
No.
Turn it
That was
upside down.
That was
Phoenix.
so dumb, so bad.
Phoenix. That's not.
No. Phoenix.
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
Wah! That was the last thing I wanted to hear.
Do you have
Yes.
any evidence that the victim flew through the air?
Yes.
I think we do.
The bridge photo.
Just so you know. We haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet.
No, but we got a picture of the bridge now, don't we?
Wish they had.
Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you have 1 cup's worth of entertainment.
I thought it was gonna say a loud lawyer.
I think we should skip the penalty this time.
Oh, heck,
Aw,
you're right,
thanks.
MP.
There must be some way. I just know it. There must be some way to use Larry's sketch to show the truth of what happened.
Yes! They're
Turn
showing
it
me that he's
upside
upside down!
down!
Right now!
Alright then. The witness will now return to her testimony.
What? Yes, Your Honor. I have to go through that whole
We-
fucking thing
Do we have
again?
to do all that shit again?
Just load the save.
No.
Did you just say no?
Yeah, the goal is for if we die. We've had this before. We've talked about this before.
God. Oh my Jesus.
Blah blah blah. Glur, glur.
You.
I should reload? Fine. If we're fine.
You go through all this trouble to this moral guilt. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm doing it. You fucking carve out
I
this
do
safe
it in
zone
case I
and
do it.
in your
literally-
perfect.
No,
in
you
your
misunderstand. I
perfect
do it
safe
literally,
space.
literally
You're
for
in
the
a fucking
sole
glory.
case of death.
You're in a fucking insane asylum. You are cuddling yourself, rocking
my
back and
God.
forth, and you won't even use it.
I guess it has to be a complete
A
contradiction.
contradiction?
It's definitely not evidence of nothing, so.
You have no choice but to say it's a complete contradiction.
Dap!
This is one of
Something
those
is
ones
obviously
where.
funny about this sketch.
Oh, okay. That's where we're going. This is how we turn it upside down.
I hate this.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
But that's why I was like, no,
Literally
this
picture
picture is exactly what happened. We're just looking at it wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that's where my thought process was.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Loristo Nim stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly as he saw it. Dap!
Which is
However,
what we said!
if we were to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
Oh, that's what we're going
contradicts-
for?
Reality?
Wow, that's
Understand.
roundabout.
I
This
don't.
is getting interesting.
I don't like how we got to this point, I gotta
don't
be
like what I
honest.
got to hear.
I mean, the sketch is exactly what happened,
Yeah.
but the fact that she flew isn't what happened. It's what Larry
it's just-
saw.
Yeah, but
That is such a...
I wish there was like I
It's
wish
a
I could have just said it's
phrasing
upside
that
down.
was
You know,
like,
I don't know, something
what?
a little more.
I will admit, the thing you had to choose to actually get to this line seems like it's not as clear as
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what
what
I'm
actually
saying.
happened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We
On
were
the
there.
bright side, we did get to hear Phoenix go, "This is what happened." Whoosh.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
So,
We do benefit
win-win.
in that way.
I agree, Jester.
Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Okay, so what exactly contradicts reality as we know it?
The flying girl.
I guess. I don't like this either, but okay.
What are you saying? You're like, just turn it upside
I
down.
literally. Take that! This flying figure naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly. I hate this. I hate this a lot. I really this one really
Ori,
irks
hold
me.
it. Hold it until you lose points.
Haven't learned to fly yet, or did I miss something?
Huh?
That wasn't Judge.
Mr. Wright, that answer just now was lethal.
Okay, now go ahead, Ori.
Ah! I hate this so much.
Mr. Wright, after dragging us all the way to this point, that answer was embarrassing.
Is it the wires?
It's the
Are you
wires.
supposed to
It's
click
gotta
on
be
the wires
the
to
fucking
turn it
wires.
upside down?
Yeah, it's
God
gotta be the fucking
damn
wires.
it!
I hate this so much.
Your Honor, where did your face go?
It was so embarrassing, I'm actually blushing.
Blushing only suits women, not the elderly.
Oh my god! There's two genders, women and elderly.
Anyway, what now?
Point to something else.
Point to something
Damn.
else. Yeah.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I'm in a tight spot now. What I really need to do is turn this case upside down. Bitch, I want to! Bitch, I fucking want to! Bitch, I want to rip the paper out of your goddamn hands, flip it 180 degrees, and slap it on your fucking face! I hate this!
Yeah, this one's getting to me.
It's so frustrating.
This one's
when
really
we
getting to me.
have the answer. We have had the answer.
Get
and I
to
just
the fucking answer.
make it happen. Ugh.
God damn it!
So it's time for me to flip things around and get them straight again in my head.
You know what's really funny is all I've been doing is laughing and smiling at chat for the women and elderly thing, and in my ears, I'm not listening to anything you're saying, but I just hear
Incoherent screams.
I'm so glad my dog is stone deaf.
She would be freaking out.
Do you know what
just
you're
thinking about
saying
it.
this time?
Because my dad's elderly, but he's my dad.
Yeah, so he's the elderly.
Okay, but my mom is also elderly, and
No, but she's
my
a
mom.
woman.
But no, he said the two different genders, woman and elderly.
Yeah. So your mom and
You
your
can't be
dad
both,
are
according to the
heterosexual
judge.
because your mom is attracted to your dad. Woman to elderly. Elderly to
But
woman.
wait, but
Done.
she's elderly and a woman.
No. Well, you can be gender fluid in between. Demi-elderly and demi-woman.
I've lost the thread. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, Loristonim stated it over and over, as I'm gonna fucking not say this again.
Women have eternal life. Oh, Jesus
It's the goddamn
Christ.
wires.
It has to be.
It's a stupid fucking
Take
wire.
Elder woman.
It's
Nope,
the wire.
MP, never again.
What?
The chat's getting weird.
It's this wire connected to the bridge.
The wire.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Technically, if the bridge is suspended like the other way, it doesn't make sense.
Yes. I get it.
Mhm.
But I'm just...
Yes. We have known this. We just
Is
can't
that the thing
physically
that
turn the thing
contradicts
upside
reality?
down.
I hate this because in Rise from the Ashes, it was much easier to get to this note
know
is
what I hate?
upside down.
You know what I hate? That we're spending so much time hating when we could instead spend time winning.
We are winning slowly.
It is indeed.
The just the reality. It supposedly conflicts with. Just
What?
something that would put that
Oh.
the sketch
Oh,
contract
picture,
is real.
picture.
I was gonna
God
have
damn,
a
I was
fucking
about to
heart
scream.
attack. Oh my god.
Take that!
Oh,
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
point to something else on this picture to make it turned upside down.
No, I literally
I
thought
was
that's what they
dying.
were asking for. Good
Oh,
God.
Yes, now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumping Jehoshaphat!
he would definitely say that.
Oh, yeah. That's in character.
the wires are below the guard wires, the suspension wires.
What?
They did so
Okay,
well
I
with
do
that
like
this
that a
round.
lot.
Order. This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Exactly.
That's
Or-
what we're saying.
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
I know it. It sounds like you're just wrong. Huh?
Down.
No. With someone like Larice, I admit a mistake is definitely a possibility. But then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
Tap! Yes! Listen, think back, alright.
I'm upset about the amount of steps
Your
taken to get to this point. That's
Jane,
the part that's
Ori, I'm upset. I'm upset that you're upset.
okay.
Remember what Larice was doing when he witnessed the event. He was at Heavenly Hall, waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited.
Well, he is a
and
little
finally,
inept in that department, I
he
will
laid
say.
down.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't. Shit.
But then, cuando de repente, the lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge on fire.
Como se dice cuando perente
Cuando
in
de
English?
repente, when all of a sudden. But it, I don't know. I just always associate it
Tutto
with.
ad un tratto. That's how you
Relámpago.
say it in Italian.
But yeah.
Cuando de repente.
Tutto ad un tratto.
Now, ponder what sort of position Larice must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back,
Horizontal.
which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates.
Exactly, Jester.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
Sorry, I was catching up with chat.
No, it is.
Larice Stonem witnessed the events while he was lying on his back face up. In other words, the scene he saw, Point was actually upside down.
Holy shit.
We got there.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally got it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Larice Stonem's sketch is like this. Boom!
This case would be so fucking weird
you.
in the Australian court.
Oh my god.
Like, it just wouldn't work. That would be it.
Why?
This is how it should
though?
actually look.
Because everything is upside down in Australia, Mars.
Tap.
Sarah can confirm, I bet.
Sarah can confirm.
Mm.
The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge, it was actually swinging below. That's right, just like a pendulum.
Ridiculous!
I love it so much.
That's fantastic.
Some other things to say. A pendulum.
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found in the inner temple, it would have caused problems. But This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side, point! And the pendulum was the only way to get it done. Get her done.
Objection. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we?
Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long. Which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long.
Oh, well, good thing we have a rope that long.
To get the rope that long, you'd have to plan ahead.
Nah. Objection. The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. So it doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared a rope beforehand. So then... Dab! They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. Again,
Oh god.
what makes you think that the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
I guess the bridge photo again.
Hell yeah.
I think it's the bridge photo again. How could it not be?
Take that!
And the meaning of this is...
If
this
you
is
wanna
used
know.
as a okay.
Where the rope came from. It's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Glorious? What does he mean by this? It is a medium beard at best.
hurtful, but also this is one of the wires from the bridge.
Dad! When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor.
Quite convenient, honestly.
The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Alistonim's body.
Oh my god!
Oh my
They
god.
actually animated this shit.
That's
What
nuts.
is dude?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Dad!
Bye-bye!
Because
Yes!
there was simply no other way to
Editor
move the
Ori.
body.
What?
Please slap Mars's wee over when the first time the animation plays.
No, I was gonna say, please insert the goofy yell. "Ah,
Yahoo! That's it.
That's the one. Mr. Godot.
Puts one finger up. Oh my god.
It seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that's not an impossibility after all.
Objection!
How is there still coffee?
Super. He spat it back into the fucking
Oh no.
Ew.
possible or impossible.
His
That is not the
podium is
question we need to ask.
just, like, soaking because of all the coffee he spat
There's only
out.
one question. Did that really happen? Jack, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum?
I
The
think it's the
upside down
autopsy report.
No, the statue, the lantern thing.
No, that was on the
No.
other side. How would that have to do with
Are
anything?
you sure?
Yes.
Why would it be
that
the
was when she was
lantern?
killed. It can't be that.
I was gonna say the
Alright.
autopsy
I
report
think it's the
because it
autopsy report
mentions
she
fall
fell
damage.
after death. Yeah.
Like she
fell
got
10
smacked
feet after
into the
death.
ravine.
Yeah. I think it has to be this.
In my mind,
Take
the whole
that!
time, she was fucking hanging from like the bridge wire when she wrote Maya.
Oh my god.
But that's all the way in the courtyard. It's
And she was
nowhere near
already
the-
dead. Long dead.
Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped.
Are we gonna see the animation again?
If they do, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in the front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal.
Yes, precisely.
spit all over my mug.
Now, let's consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What makes you think something like that happened?
I'm just imagining someone on the receiving end trying to catch, and they just don't grab it in time, and it turns into like one of those Pink Panther cartoons where it swings back the other way.
See, exactly, Lakitu. It did go whoosh.
It did
That's
very
what we all
much go
thought that
whoosh.
was the correct answer.
Exactly, and that's why I'm pissed.
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh? Yeah, that would do it.
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet.
This is all like, I don't know, the physics major Dahlia / Iris here. Like, I don't know.
And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained
Woo.
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal.
They could not let Misty Faye go out with dignity, could they?
No.
It's the one that came off of Elise
The
Donin's
most
staff.
serious death ever.
Dad. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map.
It does give the Max's Cloaco. That's the other one I'm thinking of is, like, up there in the Looney Tunes is the Big Top murder.
Yes.
The crystal was found. Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
She did drugs, Your Honor.
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive, albeit very strange. Mr. Wright!
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godot? We don't throw coffee at our opponents!
Apparently I do. It was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trent. But you forgot about one thing.
Max's cloak did get more respect.
Oh, and what would that be?
The aroma. Because it doesn't pass the smell test. A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma.
I can agree with that. Coffee
That's the
does
best
smell
part of
amazing.
coffee,
I
is
just
the smell.
wish it tasted good.
Yeah. It's like vanilla extract. Smells amazing, tastes terrible without sugar.
Yeah.
The rest of the chorus doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a bit more?
It sounded like you said coffin ease.
It does.
Coffee knees. My coffee knees! They're jittering. They're shaking.
Okay. If the criminal had sent the body to the other side, like you say, then naturally, there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch it.
An accomplice.
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So, who collected the body? What do you have to say about that? Try it.
Mr. Godot is
Poor Sarah.
correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
You must take this burden of proof and save over one of your save slots.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, that!
The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice. Couldn't just get up and walk away.
Very well done. If you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
I think it was
So
Iris.
it's Maya channeling Dahlia?
No. Maya's trapped on the temple side, the inner temple side. She couldn't have
Okay,
received
you're
it
right, you're
at
right,
the
you're
Hazakura side. It had to be Iris, who was always at Hazakura Temple the whole time.
Right.
I think so.
Take that! Tap! It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Uh-huh. Ah! But I...
I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transfer the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Oh shit, I didn't think of that, but I'm thinking of it now.
Try it. You even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on clean-up duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath.
Objection! I haven't forgotten. But have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
The seven
Strange
shits.
indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
Mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness. I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
Tap! But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. Point! In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless without this whole thing. About this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
What?
Dahlia?
What? What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying that this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Objection? Are you serious? Try it. You mean this woman is...
You've been played, Godot.
There's no one beside Iris that could have received the corpse that night.
So Iris is stuck in there with Maya. And this is Dahlia.
Ah, that might be it.
Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. Yeah, see? Yeah? Yeah? And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. Tap!
What if Iris was always the one that got taken to jail and was murdered and hung in Dahlia's place? And Maya
Ooh.
is channeling Iris this whole time. And not Dahlia, and Dahlia took Iris's place at the temple. Sister swap style.
That would be some 4D chess.
I mean, that gives Dahlia vibes.
It does give Dahlia vibes, I can't lie.
The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Point. Her real name is
Dahlia!
Bitch Bitcherson. Take that!
Wait, she's the
Princess
Laura.
Bichor!
I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. This is very. Oh god, this is very bad time.
Oh,
Sister
heard that
Iris
too.
had a
That
twin
sounded
sister,
painful.
and you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
I think all your bells are distant, Judge.
It's just your imagination, Grumps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh yes, I remember now.
I am
That
too.
case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just wanted to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
Oh, God. The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead.
Is my motion, Deru, Your Honor?
Exactly, it says her execution was carried out last month. So unless
last
people are
words were,
really bad at
"Nani?"
their job, or something else is going on.
So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
Doe's lost his damn mind. What? Order! Order! Order!
Wait a moment.
You're
How
not
can
getting
you?
out of this.
My sister, she's already dead. What kind of?
Objection! No, you're not gonna pull this shit right now, you fucker! You, of all people, should already understand!
She's
After
channeling
all,
Dahlia.
the blood of the master of the Karain channeling technique flows within that body.
The Karain channeling technique. More distant bells.
The only problem I have with that is that, like, how was they in two places at once? You know, the two places thing is screwed.
That's right! You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself! Tap! Point! You're the spirit of Dahlia currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium!
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You ask us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone. On the very night of the murder, to a temple where our twin sister Iris was.
Welcome back, Mason.
Good to see you again, Mason.
Well, if you're gonna put things that way, then yes.
We are supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happens?
Not coincidence, it was planned. We have the letter from Morgan.
Yes,
Objection!
but Pearl didn't channel her. Okay, see, this is the whole issue that I have. If Dahlia is actually
Just keep
dead,
going.
fine.
We'll find out.
Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
There we go.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay, another bitch. Dad, and part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night. Point! There were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them?
Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell. In other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
This means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple, damn, was someone else dressed as her. Namely, one Dahlia Hawthorne. See?
Okay. I don't. This is. Oh.
Objection? Do you even know what you're saying, Trav? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business.
Is this mine? I don't know what's going on.
Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What?
Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime.
Well, I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm.
After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike.
They showed it again. We knew it was gonna happen. Yahoo!
I'm sorry, it just gets funnier.
It was later that the body was moved by pendulum.
That's right.
Naturally, that would mean that the iris that received the body was the real iris.
Yes,
Are you with me so far?
I am with us so far.
True.
Yes.
So,
This is what I expected.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Asakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her.
But Dahlia can be channeled from anywhere. So this is real Iris's body, but it can still be Dahlia in her body?
And
yeah.
ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
And especially because they look exactly the same, identical twins, no one would fucking know that she suddenly started being channeled. Right? It's not like a transformation like Maya has for Mia, or Pearl has for Mia, where they're like very different body types and like sizes and everything.
Oh yeah, no, they
It's,
are
like,
exactly
identical.
the same.
And the hair color does not change. We know this for a fact. So it always would have looked like Iris, even if it was Dahlia being channeled.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
true.
I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Whew. Thank goodness.
Can we get that on record?
It looks like he's finally convinced.
Bitch!
What?
But something still seemed off. Way off.
Add it to the testimony, guys. That was sus as
That
hell.
was the sussiest, wussiest shit ever.
I'm still not convinced
Wait.
that.
Didn't we bring Iris out of jail to help unlock the door and then leave her alone? We literally left her alone to pick the lock for a
And
long
also-
time.
No, that
they?
was with
Francesca,
Francisca. But Edgeworth blacked the fuck out during earthquake time, and she ran away
there you
into into the channeling inner temple, where she opened the lock, switched places, and then was standing there when we saw her. That's what happened. Dylan, nice.
I accept this theory.
I'm still not convinced that the iris here is the same one from that other night.
go. I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous.
So I'm gonna take a long, slow sip of my cup of coffee.
Let me read Alice and the spirit of Dahlia. Somehow switch places.
Oh, you were on it, Dylan.
Switch
see.
places.
This feels right to me.
To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know
I mean, vibe, Judge, vibe.
that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia.
So it's
So
Maya.
it is Maya! It's been Maya this whole fucking time! Jesus Christ.
Which means
And she has black hair too, so it makes sense.
Mm.
That,
Wait.
okay. I guess it's kind of brown. I don't know.
So does that mean Iris is dead?
No. Iris is alive and stuck in the cage at the inner temple by 80 bajillion fucking locks. Okay? Dahlia being channeled by Maya, who has black hair and this braided into the thing, but the rest of her body changes,
Oh,
remember?
I see,
Now
I
is
see.
the one standing on the sand, so it makes her look identical to Iris because they both have black hair.
I see.
That's what I'm saying.
they must have switched places somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright. Since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yep, there was one.
Death!
Sorry, Edgeworth, gotta throw you under the bus a little bit
Your
here.
Honor! I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
And this is why we should stop
do you
playing
mean?
people at jail.
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it?
Aw.
Who would give a murder suspect time to move around freely like that?
Not purposefully.
I'm,
Wasn't it fault?
I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was...
Sorry, Edgeworth.
Yeah, so...
I feel bad doing that.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry, sir.
I don't want to.
I need to win this case, man. But I'm glad that I know Maya's alive, you know, so... I'm sorry, though.
All's well that ends well.
Take that!
Look, this is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, he's deeply
It's not like you to
traumatized.
throw your boyfriend
And there was an
under the bus.
earthquake. Yeah, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake?
Out of the way! Oh, it's not a Trevor matches! Oh, Dylan.
How could I have?
Oh,
She fled. She escaped.
Poor
my
boy.
I'm sorry, my boy.
He went to the inner temple right away. We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. Damn! When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne. Being channeled by Maya.
Have I gotten there yet? Has Phoenix gotten there yet?
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and...
Is this Dahlia?
Feel like it.
Well, it is. Why the fuck is she chiming up now?
True.
That's a good point.
Be quiet.
Yeah, that's Dahlia.
It's been a long
But
time,
it's so dumb of her to do this
Mr.
shit.
Judge.
She's already been found out. She might as well just drop
no,
the
the
gat.
judge
The
didn't
judge
believe
didn't
her.
believe it. It is stupid. Hubris.
Well, No, you're right, because he was about to say, I don't believe spirit
yeah,
channeling.
he literally was in the middle of saying that, and she was like, "It's real. Here I am, bitch."
Look, that voice!
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne,
Ugh.
murderer.
I mean, Sarah, Dahlia is kind of smart. Like, that's one of her things. She's like planning and scheming and lying.
It
She's
literally is her
gaslight,
entire
gatekeep, girl
thing.
boss,
Yeah,
the character.
that's like her
And
whole
this is a
thing.
chance for her to continue successfully gaslighting, and she's like, nah, they're close enough.
Yeah. She just
Talia
gave up.
Hawthorne, and my current profession, permanently retired from life.
That's another one for the books.
Just like Mia.
I like that.
So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There really is nothing you can do to punish me.
That's a new sprite.
What is going on here?
Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again, and I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her, and for myself, and for Maya. And Pearl.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my.
Damn. Alright.
Well then. God damn it, Dahlia.
Indeed. Well, that's definitely where we're going to be ending today. Because that is the
Damn.
perfect time to do so.
That worked out really nicely.
Let
Wait,
me
she's got cat
escape.
ears?
No, those are her braids.
Those are her braids. I'm dumb. No one heard that.
It's still in the recording now.
I am glad that each of us had a moment tonight. I struggled with Spanish, Ori struggled with math, and you struggled with braids.
Yeah, there
It's
we
all
go.
balanced.
As all things should be. But thank you everybody for joining us.
Hell
Yeah,
that's
this
a-
one
We
was a
definitely
wild
have
one.
at least one more stream on this. We'll see how.
I think it's
yeah.
gonna be one more.
We'll
at
see how far we
least.
get. We will reassess next time. This has been
Yes.
wild. I will say, this was the part where we were like kind of in and out about it. The resolution is the part that I'm most curious about what's happening because of the simple fact that literally what she said, "I'm dead. What can you do to me?" I'm curious what the catharsis is then. You know, because like she's a bitch.
My theory, Maya has trained so hard she can now purge spirits from their plane
Oh,
and
banish.
permanently retire them.
But she's in Maya right now, possessing her for like.
She's in Maya.
Oh
she
my
is
God.
balls deep in Maya right now.
But
No.
we probably won't do Smasher past the same stream that we finish this. If it's a short stream,
That's gonna take way too long, I
if
think.
it's a short stream, we'll probably just it probably will just be a short stream. That's just kind of how. I mean, we'll see. I'll debate a little more. But Smasher
We'll
Pass takes
figure
a
it
long time, so that's kind of like a start thing, and we'll have to go from there. Someone asked about a tier list for characters. We don't plan on ever doing a character tier list, just because honestly, that would take for fucking ever. Like
I
literally.
mean, I also feel like
Good
our
night, everyone.
version of Smasher Pass is kind of our tier list.
Yeah. But we do plan on doing a turnabout sort of rating thing as well. So
Yes.
that'll be separate.
Since we're reaching the end of the trilogy. Holy crow,
Exactly.
guys.
All right, guys. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to all of our lovely YouTube channel members. And we will see you all hopefully next week. Have a lovely weekend. Good night.
Yes. Have a
Hell
good
yeah.
one,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.